Welcome back to the Double Cleanse podcast, a podcast where we talk about all things beauty. Beauty.
The beauty space.
The beauty space.
We're going to talk about ourselves a lot. The industry.
You know what else? Probably things. So why wouldn't you listen?
Yeah, I'm James Welsh.
And I'm Robert Welsh.
Yeah. Listen, this is the first series that we're doing it on YouTube and on your favourite podcast platform.
Your chosen favourite podcast platform.
Yeah. So you can watch this on YouTube now, and I just use the Apple Podcast app, to be honest with you.
Do you? Oh,
Yeah,
no,
what
wait,
do
I
you
do.
use?
A few don't, because some things are like, what's it called? Like, what's it called when it's only on that one? Like Luminary have that Ghost series, you know, exclusive. But we're not exclusive to anyone. What the fuck is going on?
What is
Honestly,
that?
what is today? What? Let's ignore it because it's scaring me and I'm home alone.
Okay, I've told you a million times that house. There's something about that
there's nothing
house.
about this. There's nothing about this house. No, there's nothing about.
There's always like a strand of black
no,
hair
there's not.
popping out
There's
from your
not.
loft door.
Don't, because I can see behind me in different areas, and I hate. Oh my god, it's Frankie.
Wet water ghost. Yeah,
no,
wet water
no,
ghost.
come on now.
No, come on. Listen, Happy New Year. It's actually New
Happy
Year now.
New Year, actually, to
It's
you.
2025.
To
I
everyone.
feel like so much has happened since our last podcast. Aliens, government-controlled fog. Have you seen the government controlled?
Honestly, the things people come up with are like government-controlled fog, and it's like we found these clumps of salt in our garden.
Yeah, and people are like, what's that? They're filming fog with their phone light on, and they're like, why is it moving like that? Why is the fog wet?
Do you know what fog is?
Because it's fog.
Do you remember school?
Yes.
Do you remember science and
Do you remember
school?
science and participation? No, precipitation.
Do you remember aspiratation?
Precipitation. No, but apparently there is something called smart fog or smart powder, which is a real thing.
Yeah, iFog.
iFog. Apple fog.
AI fog.
Apple Fogcast. It's real. It's Google it. We won't talk about it here because we don't drum up conspiracy theories. But listen, I'm ready for the aliens. They're taking their time. I thought we were going to see something last year with the aliens. I feel like they just need to pop down and be like, hi, yeah, real quick. Disarm your nukes or we're going to take over your world. And then be like, that's it.
We need to take over from here. You can have all the stuff you usually have.
We'll go back into the sea.
Maybe suggest this cure for diarrhea. Maybe suggest this cure for cancer.
The most important cure the world needs right now is a cure for diarrhea. Because we don't have Imodium.
Or, or they might be like, you know what? Stop warring about that.
Stop warring all over the place, I think. Yeah. But that's honestly what I think the aliens look at us, and we've discussed this before.
We have. Let's not get into it.
I think maybe too many times. Too many times.
Yeah.
More importantly, Robert, let's start off 2025 with our What You Been Lubbing. Our first lubbing of 2025.
Why don't you go first? Because it's 2025.
Okay, I'm actually going to need your help on this one, though. So
no, I don't want to help.
No, I need you to tell me what this is because I haven't looked into it properly. I just ordered it.
Oh.
But this is Fwee's 1 minute ready lip serum.
So what do you like about it, though?
Let me tell you what I really like about it. Is it feels almost like lip prep, but it also, if you then don't put anything on top of it, your lips look smooth, they look plumped out. You still have the little lines on your lips, but they look a little less obvious, and it kind of looks like you have done something with your lips, even though you've just put this on. I wouldn't say it's like greatly conditioning or anything like that, but it does make your lips look really nice. I feel like I would put this on before the one event we go to every 3 months.
That's what it's made for the one event you go to. No, it's made for their pudding pots. So, you know, they have these moussey, they're like a matte velvety pudding pot, right? That goes on your lips and cheeks. But these can be, if your lip isn't prepped correctly, they can be quite... they're not drying in any way, but if you have dry skin on your lip, it will cling to that bit of dry skin because it is a velvety mousse almost, right? So what this does, the lip prep, is it preps your lip, but in a serum way where it's not overhydrating, so you're not going to ruin the texture or the formula of a pudding pot or whatever lip product you choose to put on top. And it doesn't overhydrate. It doesn't leave a layer on the lip. But like you said, it almost like smooths very slightly because those pudding pots have a blurring effect anyway, so you won't see lines on the lip. Did you notice it gives a slight tint to the lip, or it makes the lip slightly pinker, or
slightly lighter?
It's not like a pH situation. It's just
No.
like the moisture. It's not like that. But so it can be worn by itself, or like a serum. So if you think of like serum in skincare, it's like not as physically in terms of texture. It doesn't hang around on the skin like some moisturizers might. So it's almost like that for the lip, so it doesn't interfere with the with the texture of the mousse. Or if you have like
really
liquid
like
lipsticks or matte lipsticks, that's a good thing to use underneath.
Yeah. So that's mine.
Where did you get your one from? Because I didn't know they were available worldwide. Olive Young. Use code one of them to get discount.
Just so everyone knows, we are dealing with a crackling situation. Whenever one of us talks, there is a crackle in our headphones. So
not that we need headphones because we're in the same room.
Robert.
Yes.
What have you been loving in the new 2025, the year of our 2025?
Absolutely, James. I have a bit of a strange one for you. We all use it and we all love it. Toothpaste. No, this one in particular. This is the Crest Deep Stain Remover Daily Toothpaste. Right, listen. I love Crest. I saw this, by the way. The Lipstick Lesbians did an ad with this. Let me tell you something about 2025. If an influencer discloses their ad properly, I'm hyping it up I'm commenting too. if it's disclosed correctly. Anyway, so they did an ad for this. I love Crest anyway. Crest is, I think, the only product we've both used to whiten our teeth and to bleach our teeth to get like this. I do have an issue with a strip, so sometimes they don't get close up to my gums. So I have to, like, when I put them on, I like put my finger in between each tooth. Yeah, and push it in. Yeah. I even have a tooth mold, you know, like the retainers that I push in so it gets in between. I found it didn't work that much though, but this is like a toothpaste version of the strips. Oh. So it says dissolves bonds that holds even deep stains to teeth. And it said on it, whiter teeth in one day. And I was like I know Crest products work because evidently this really has. It's been 4 or 5 days I've been using it. Look around here.
Wait, how did you get it?
So I had to have it shipped because it is only available in the US, right? Yeah. Us UK people. I've said this before on my one of my videos. When I went to have my teeth professionally bleached, my teeth were lighter than the level they could bleach to. It was so bad. When you went to get your teeth professionally done, they still looked yellow. Wait, what time are you talking about? Oh, this was back in Camberley. No. Oh, no. That's before the technology. Like, recently. Okay, right. I got them done. But it did help slightly around the gums because I was thinking maybe it can brighten around the gums. But it just wasn't the level I wanted to. Whereas this has actually bleached. I can do a little bit more, but bleached right close. Not bleached, but whitened close near the gums. Beautiful. No sensitivity. Not like a door doesn't close and it hurts my teeth, you know. Did you buy a spare one? I didn't, but I am thinking of topping up. Do you want me to grab you one? If you wouldn't mind. 2025. Oh, here we go. For 2025. Should we do our break really early then just get on with it? I was just about to say, should we take a break? 2025. 3 and 2, 1, and we're back. And it's 2025. Back. Listen, so a lot of people have been doing the I don't want to see this anymore in 2025 trend, or it's just content, isn't it? Where you talk about perhaps things you're a bit tired of seeing in the past year from social media. And I'm sure we have a lot to say on that. Always. So, okay, let's do this, right? You do a skincare specific one, and then I'll do a makeup specific one, and then we can just go on about anything. Life in general. Yeah. Can I just, let me just go on. Let me just tell you something, right? Yeah. TikTok shop. It's great. It's horrible at the same time, isn't it? It's a love-hate. It's a love-hate. It's a love-hate. I like shopping on it because it's so easy. But then I'm also like, I don't know what's real. I don't know what's official. Because brands have their official shops on it. But and they have fake ones too. If it's actually official and they're fake ones too. Yeah, anyone can set up a TikTok shop, I believe. Like, if you have a business, you have a business number, which is easy to do. I could set up a TikTok shop if I wanted to. Yeah, I got a message from TikTok saying I'm eligible. Yeah, same. I get them all the time. I don't even sell anything. No.
It's awful. It's awful.
Awful.
But listen, a lot of respect for those TikTokers that just go on and their main thing that they do is sell shit, right? They're like, this viral dishwashing rack. This this viral storage box. You know, everything's viral, they sell it. But and they're making their money, they're making commission, they're doing what they need to do, right? It's a whole other world of like influencers. But I saw one this morning in particular, right? And this woman was using one of those unofficial like collagen peel-off masks.
Oh,
you know, the one
they
that you
sell
leave on
so
overnight.
many, yeah.
And they're fake ones, right? And they are fake ones because they're copying the packaging of
the other brand.
the Biodance
and
ones.
It's not like a dupe. It's like a full-on copy. It's a copy.
It's a full-on copy.
It's not like Elf duping milk. It's like a copy.
Yeah. And this person, sell what you need to sell, right? But what bothers me about these people is they need to start actually reading what the products are supposed to do.
What the product is. I feel like they just go on there, find the most popular, and it's like, yeah, I mean, if this is making money, I can make money from my kitchen selling this.
Exactly. So this woman puts on this mask, right? Shows it dissolving overnight, like disappearing. And then she takes it off and her voiceover is like, I woke up the next morning and my face was frozen. I couldn't move my face.
That's not what it's meant to do.
I was like, that's not even what it's meant to do. And I think she was confusing it with those like face patches, you know, the silicone ones that supposedly train your face not to move. And she was like, and then she was doing this. She was like raising her eyebrows, but not raising her eyebrows. Like, see? And it's like, you're not doing anything. You're just not moving your face. So I think people do whatever the hell you want on that app, right? As long as if you're selling stuff, with the link and disclosing, but at least learn what the products actually are.
At least do a basic look into it, because to say that it's going to freeze your face when it actually fucking doesn't is one, false advertising, and two, false.
False and free, false. But then there was someone selling hyaluronic acid as well, right? And they came in these individual little funnels. No, what are they called? Capsules.
Yeah, like the little pipettes almost. But not.
And they were like, this is like 10 times purer than what you can buy in the drugstore. It's like, that doesn't even mean anything.
What does that mean? It
doesn't mean anything. So now they're selling that as well. And they were saying like, it's literally erasing my lines overnight. And it's again, like, that's not what it's supposed to do.
That's not what it does. That's factually
not what it does. So I just
does.
wish they'd read what it's going to do. But then people in the comments being like, love this. But this is the thing. I feel like, do you know the Chinese version of TikTok? I always say it wrong and people have a go at me in the comments.
Douyin?
So like, well, don't say it wrong. They do selling really well on there and I really like it. I know it sounds really bad, but I like buying shit.
I do. But
I like just
TikTok
looking at new stuff.
Yeah.
It's intense, but I think the way they do it on that app is so different and TikTok hasn't been able to replicate that. Like, I want to watch a woman showing me something for 2 seconds and then flinging it off. You know that woman who shows like, this is a top. This is a bag. I would watch that as entertainment. Yeah. But like it doesn't translate well, like selling, you know?
I don't want to see like Michael in his bathroom being like, oh, this mask freezes my face overnight. And then the next day he's selling paper plates. You know what I mean?
Right. You could buy 10,000 toilet rolls for £30.
Right.
That can't feel good. That can't be good.
Your fingers popping through those for sure.
Do I actually remember the other day was, what was I thinking about this? Not to be too graphic, but me and Robert use a particular product that turns your toilet roll into like gentle bum wipes.
Wipe.
Yeah. Oh, is that what it's called? Wipe, yeah.
It's called wipe.
And I remember the toilet roll we had in school was literally like
Victorian.
hard. It was loud. It was Victorian.
Oh my God, it was like recycled paper.
Do you remember? So be careful of your bum holes, I think is what we're trying to say.
Yes, I think that's the message for 2025.
Yeah, should we leave it there? What's one for makeup for you?
Pacifically or specifically?
Pacifically.
Specifically, one for me is people thinking they have to set everything with powder because it doesn't last long.
Is that still a thing?
It's still a thing, especially with blush and bronzer, right?
Right.
So any good makeup artist will tell you, if something isn't lasting on your skin for a long time, the answer isn't always to set it with powder. Why don't things last long on your skin?
Because you're oily as fake.
Because you're oily as fake. Perhaps your skin texture is drier and then maybe it's absorbing moisture from those products. So where does our problem then lie? is in our
Skin prep.
Skin prep and the products you use. I always think, right, there is a product for everyone that will work. If a certain cream blush doesn't work on you, there is one that's going to work, and it's all about ingredients, specifically and specifically. And if you are using a cream blush and it doesn't work for you, or you are using an eye primer and it doesn't work for you, you are using the wrong one. In skincare, if you use something and you have a skin flare-up, you're using the wrong one. It doesn't work for you, right?
Correct.
So makeup also has ingredients that works with your skin and your skin prep and the other ingredients you are using around it. It does not work for you. The answer isn't always powder. If you want a cream blush to be full of pigment and last a long time, but a certain one doesn't work for you, change your skin prep. Block that oil from coming through that breaks it down. Block that dry texture that ruins the texture of a blush.
No, question. If you then start putting powder on top of your skin, does it not congeal pacifically? Does it not all get like clumpy and gross?
Not always, because everyone's skin is different. So whenever we say something, it's obviously not the same rule for everyone with makeup. Be yourself. It's 2025. But here's my thing always, right? Is when people are like, you know, oh, setting spray doesn't work for me. Powder doesn't work for me. This product doesn't work for me. It's like, yes, because you need to block what's breaking down your makeup. If you were going out in public and someone was throwing a bucket of water over your head every day, then I'll be like, yeah, maybe use a lot more powder and a setting spray because what's breaking down your makeup is coming from an outside source. But if what's breaking down your makeup is coming from an inside source, block the inside source. It's why we use eye primers, to block your oil coming through, breaking down that eyeshadow, and to give yourself a good base. Same with on your skin. So let's not keep getting powders on everything. Powder is not the answer to everything.
He's furious with you.
Yeah, no, I am.
Goodbye.
And you know what? I had this discussion with a few makeup artists, and it's always interesting because in like my inboxes on, you know, social medias, I have professional makeup artists who are still working professional makeup artists and also have like great social media followings, you know? And every time I bring up a technique that I don't quite think is correct, they are always like, yeah, I've never done this in my life. I've never done that in my whole life. As a makeup artist who has some of them been working for like 30 plus years, they have never had to do that in their life because they are good makeup artists who are experienced and know what you have to do to make something work.
I guess it's just like putting a plaster over a wound and not like treating that wound. Is that a good analogy? Like you're fixing the problem from the outside. I wouldn't say so, no. Oh, Christ.
I wouldn't say that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, that is, I just understood it. Yes, that's a good analogy.
Maybe like, listen before you speak.
It's like having...
Because you've just humiliated me.
But what you've done is compared a cut to someone's natural skin, which I think is really problematic.
Yeah, of course. No, I'm so sorry to everyone.
But it's the same, you know, it was the same when that whole people were like, don't mix the base of your primer with the base of your foundation. That's why everything is going wrong. And then I was like, that's not really, like, you shouldn't be using so much that they're interfering with each other. And then you have all the makeup artists be like, yeah, I've never had to consider this in my life.
This is the thing. Sometimes it's good to have information, and it's good to like I always say, like, what are your friends' tips and tricks, right? It's kind of what influencers are meant to be.
And listen, you learn from everyone.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
I think people take information and they overdo it, and they're like, oh, silicone doesn't mix with this. Water can't mix with oil. I was like, yeah, but in certain amounts, that's correct. You know, your problems stem from how much you're using or what you're not using.
Silicones are the ones that annoy me in skincare as well, because a lot of people think silicones are waterproof and they're always a barrier, and they're not. There are like permeable silicones.
Right, but this is the thing. Great that everyone has experience with ingredients now and stuff like that. And listen, let me just say, just because you've been doing makeup for 1 year and makeup for 20 years, it doesn't mean we still can't learn things from each other. I think it's very important to say. You can still, but also don't go making shit up just so you're that person who has that amazing fact that then goes viral. You know what I mean?
This is the Daphne method I learned from TikTok
this,
Daphne.
Yeah, this is the one that's gonna make me go viral, and it's like it's not though.
Yeah, we should try something like that. What should we do to make us go viral?
What's a fact about something that you can just really over-explain and take too far?
Did you know water as a base for everything, because water is in everything and is naturally occurring, so everything works with water.
If you use water as a primer, it will help absorb the water from the ingredients
water from
into
the
your
ingredients.
skin, and it will last longer.
Yeah. No, that's definitely that.
The Daphne method.
The Daphne method. Brie went missing, and so I went up. She didn't go missing. She went up a hill, and then I thought she could get back down again because it's really snowy and icy today. So I go up this hill to go and help, and I go up, and her cheeks are literally full of poo. She looked like a little hamster. And it was like half cute, but half really disgusting as
Really
well.
disgusting when you think about it.
Yeah, but her cheeks are so full of horse poo. And then it was horrible. Absolutely disgusting.
When we used to take Winnie on a walk where we used to live, and it was like wild horses everywhere, which I still don't understand.
Wait, where was that?
I can't say, but Winnie, we would have Winnie on a lead, and she'll be normal, and then she'll just dive for this poo and just grab it with her mouth, and it'll be,
yeah. I don't understand where wild horses come from.
Right, so
Like, where do they live? Do they have a cave? Do they have a bunker? Do they have a bunker? No, I didn't mean bunker.
I think
like
they
a
just
hole.
sleep in the woods. I think they sleep in the woods. But if you went into the woods and you saw just a horse stand there, you'd be like, I'm having like an otherworld experience.
Yeah, what if it was white? Imagine it was like white and flowy, and you'd be like, why are
that's
you here?
That's my dead relative trying to speak to me.
Trying to tell me something.
About aliens.
About aliens coming in 2025. I bet aliens don't use powder. I bet you anything they don't use powder.
I bet you anything aliens aren't setting all their products with powder.
Yeah. So I did a video, actually, like a TikTok video, just rambling thoughts when I was really into this whole alien thing. I was like, if aliens did bring us their technology, like what kind of...
about...
I made a video about this on TikTok, just like a fleeting thought while I was doing my skincare routine about what new technologies and sciences could aliens bring to the world that would change skincare and makeup as we know it. Do you know what I mean? And I was like, for makeup, there could be colors that we don't even know exist because like different light spectrums and stuff or whatever the science is.
We don't even know. But I think it would be basic stuff that we find difficult, like making your makeup last all day, a product that truly doesn't come off.
That's kind of boring though.
I know, but it's the basics that we are like, how do you do this? But they've probably mastered.
I was thinking more like DNA shit. Like they'd be able to change the color of your eyelids through some kind of like DNA cream.
Why would you want permanent DNA cream?
I don't know. I just feel like they'd be able to something to do with DNA, something to do with like and our skin, like maybe actual like force fields rather than just like Vaseline, you know?
Oh. But listen, how do you even know that aliens are into skincare makeup? They might have skin that doesn't change. What if they're squid?
They probably have like dolphin skin.
Do squids age? Do dolphins age that way with their skin? Oh my god.
Quick. Why squids? Why do you say squids?
Because to me, aliens have squid skin, like octopus skin.
Yeah, no, of course. No, I don't think, because I think the only way they would age is if the water pruned them, like when you're sat in a bath and you go all pruny.
But they might not, that's just how our human skin reacts.
Don't they say that that's an evolution of when we used to live in water and we use them to cling on to things?
I don't think anyone says that.
I've heard somebody say that before.
Well, nothing that from the time we lived in water would be on us now because it was so many millions of years ago. It's probably evolved out. If we had gills, then I'll be like, yeah, that's an evolution from when we lived in water. But there's how far in evolution we are, there's nothing that we would still need from when we lived in water.
What about being able to hold our breath for 5 seconds underwater?
That's just interesting?
I think that's something we need to consider.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Is there anything you want, any goals you have for this year, Robert? We've actually just had to do that for our management. I don't know if I'm sure we're allowed to say it. But
I need to do that.
You need to do that. But they, in the like a lovely way, because we never had this before. But they like to know, what do we want to achieve, and like what do we want to do? And when I was writing it, I was like, I'm really fucking boring. Like I don't have any plans.
It's difficult because it's like just really carry on making videos.
Yeah, I'm just probably going to carry on the way I'm going.
But I think they want more for us. They want us to achieve our best potential. You know what I mean?
They want us to achieve our best potential.
Best potential. No, I don't have any goals or plans or anything like that. Plans.
I think if you make goals and plans, then you set yourself up for failure in a way, almost.
That's not very vision board of you. Do you have a vision board?
No, but have you seen people doing those vision boards board parties?
No.
Oh, they're really good. So it's when like a group of friends get together and instead of like drinking and there's drinks and nibbles and stuff. And it's like a New Year's thing. And you kind of each bring your vision board of what you want for 2025. And it's meant to, I think, make everyone feel like accountable. So you could hold each other to it and you could say it out loud and what's the word? Manifest it in a way, I guess. It's quite interesting. It's like nice to see. But this one lady on TikTok invited like all these people round and like only a few people showed up to a vision board party. She put out snacks and everything. It's really bad. I know.
That's
but
New
she
Year's,
did do it in the new year. Yeah, she did do it on like the 1st of January.
What age was she?
I would say like late Oh, no, I don't know. She didn't say. I won't like the guess.
Because I would go if somebody invited me to a vision board party or a regular New Year's party, I'll be at the vision board one. Because that sounds nice and calm.
If I can sit down and watch something, I'll be there.
Yeah, but also with that, do you have to get up and tell everyone what your vision board is?
You do have to present, yes.
Because then how many times can you hear, I want a house, and I want a raise, and I want a child, and I want a dog?
Yeah, they're not all straight, like, American couples. That sounds like a straight American couple
gay people
thing.
can have a house too.
Oh, I don't think so. No,
the things they're coming up with this year.
No, that's very... No, I don't believe that.
It's true.
That doesn't sound right to me.
Ugh. Oh.
I wouldn't know, though. I don't know any gay people. Oh, we haven't mole sprayed our necks today.
No, we haven't. Where's my mole spray? You know what, actually, James? One of my things I want to do this year
I'm
is
nearly
just
empty.
Yeah, I bought a multi-pack. You can get multi-packs on Olivia.
Yeah, I got two.
I just want to keep tidy. My room is always such a mess. And I know it's never going to be perfect. But I just don't want products all over my floor. And that's a me issue.
There's got to be a process and a system to being shit at tidying and staying tidy. Oh, I did see, not diagnosed with ADHD, but I find a lot of ADHD tips relevant to how I live my life at the moment.
Organisation.
To organisation. And this one woman with ADHD said that in her... every room, she has a dumping basket. And it's this big basket. And it was like anything that she doesn't know what to do with just yet, she shoves in there. But this basket is visual and in the way, so she can always see it. So that is my problem, is I have dumping surfaces everywhere.
I have
and
dumping
every weekend I
baskets
have to tidy.
everywhere. I have
You
two,
do. You actually
and I
do.
keep buying new dumping baskets because guess what? My dumping baskets are full. And I just can't find time to de-dump my baskets.
Yeah, it is tough. I think also as well, though, like when it comes to cosmetics...
Cosmetics, yes, of course.
And the amount received, I've literally now, remember when my nail varnishes used to be? I had like a wall of nail varnishes in my in my studio, which I am not in. I don't know where we're supposed to be.
We're at Pinewood Studios.
Pinewood Studios.
We're at the Nickelodeon Studios in Orlando,
We're next door to
Florida.
Gladiator. I now have what I should use next. And I can only pick from that skincare shelf of what products I'm going to use next. And every time I take a product off it, I'm going to switch it with a product from my stock. Does that make sense?
So you're restocking.
I'm doing replen.
Replan.
Yeah. But everything else is still a shit tip. Like, there's just crap everywhere.
James, what is your one hope and dream for the social media world into 2025?
I just want everyone to calm down a little bit. Like, let's calm down a little bit. I kind of want a new app. I kind of want something. I know. Well, we have to see if America are going to ban TikTok. I don't think they're going to.
No.
Something's going to happen. I feel like we need something that's in between, because TikTok has essentially just turned into a shopping app, right?
It's annoying and I hate it.
Yeah, I mean, and, not to shoot ourselves in the foot, but between influencers recommending products consistently all the time, which we do, because that's our interest, and then people actually selling stuff through TikTok Shop, it's just very product focused.
It's
and
constant.
I have my private TikTok, which the algorithm is very different. I never see. So it could just be because I'm into beauty. So it'd be nice to be into beauty without having to see adverts other than a hashtag ad. Do you know what I mean? Like, it would be nice if you could switch off, but then obviously people, if there was like a shopping set, I don't know. I just want the choice of being able to go on an app and not be tempted into buying shit all the time, but still watching my interests of products. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I want I want all the young'uns to go on YouTube. To start doing YouTube.
I do too.
Because people always used to say, right, that people who did YouTube can't do the same thing on TikTok, which it was a little bit difficult to start with.
Yeah, it was tough.
But now it's kind of like, fine, whatever.
Yeah.
I just hate the app. And then people were also saying in turn that people who made like a 1-minute TikTok couldn't go onto YouTube and make a 20-minute video, which I completely disagree with, because I've seen some younger people that I follow, mutuals that we follow each other on Instagram, being like, I'm going to start doing YouTube. And their content is great. And it's so nice to see them expanding on what they do on social media. That isn't like I don't know, I think you get to see them a little bit more, and you get to see their thought process a little bit more, and their artistry a little bit more, because other times it's just like, here's two things do twice, and then it's like this, and don't do this, and it's like, okay.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I'm going to forget that in a minute. Whereas it's so good to see them even doing like a 10-minute video, you know what I mean? On a platform like YouTube, where it's a bit slower.
Yeah.
It's a bit more like, oh, you're a person who actually has some knowledge, you know?
Yeah, that's the thing on TikTok. I've been enjoying watching a lot of like 3-minute videos rather than just like the 1 minute or even like 30-second videos. I like watching people talk a bit more. Because like you said, it adds more context to who they are, what their interests are, and what their not what the goals are. For example, like their skincare concerns are. So that when they are recommending products, you could be like, I understand why you're doing that. You're not just pushing that product for no reason.
Yeah, because there's stuff that you can do in a YouTube video. Like if you're explaining a product, you can be like, oh, I use this because my teeth are like not as white around the edges as they are, because my teeth can be quite sensitive, and you know, you can go like yellow.
Yeah,
and you can go into a bit more detail.
Want white teeth in 5 minutes?
This and this
Use
and this.
this.
Yeah, you can go to a bit more like you can ad lib. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Rather than being, guys, I can't believe what this toothpaste did for me.
That's another trend I want to not see anymore. The green screen, someone going, watch this. It's like, yeah, I'm watching it. It's on my screen.
For like no reason.
Of course I'm watching it. It's so, my gosh.
Going on what you say, because of that short form content, people don't have trust in the influencer. And I've noticed that, like, the more I post on TikTok, people will be like, you know, oh, this is clearly an ad.
Right.
You know, influence. And then there'll be people who follow me from YouTube like sticking up for me in the comments. I'm like, you don't have to do that, thank you.
Yeah.
But they're adding context where I couldn't, which is really interesting to see.
Right.
Because one person, I was using the serum from Bring Green, which is nearly finished, and I love it. And I was just holding the bottle in a way that I always do on YouTube. You know, you
present
show
it.
whatever.
You present a product.
And you present a product, and someone left a comment saying, oh, you can tell there's going to be a sponsorship with that product soon because of the way he was holding the bottle. And I was like, hang on. So, genuine question. Do you think influencers do like this subliminal messaging in their videos where they're like,
what?
And I guess it kind of, well, because if I'm doing this and I'm showing, I got the product face forward, I'm showing you the whole label, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, but I'm not saying anything about it. I just do that so people can have a look at the name.
At what the product
and the product.
is. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think people now believe, because of the lack of trust there, that there's some kind of like subliminal messaging that in the future means I'm going to be sponsored by them, or like, you know, look, oh, I use this product. It's not just a sponsor. Do you know what I mean? It was a really odd comment that made me think so many conspiracies.
That's so crazy. I can see why they think that, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I've never thought that deep to a point where people would be warming up their audience for a sponsorship.
Do a sponsorship, which is really weird.
Maybe we get that from being on YouTube, where we hold products up so people can see it, because people will say in the comments, if we don't mention it, they'll be like, oh, what was that product? Where at least if it's on screen and we have the full name and the full product, people can read it. And then, and if we catch it, like, what was that product? Then we can comment, you know? That I've never thought of that before. You know what really got in my mind also as well? I did a sponsorship with a brand Florissist recently, that Chinese brand that do the incredible, like, visually beautiful.
What are they called?
Florissist? Or Florasis?
What's Flower Nose?
Flower Nose is another Chinese brand, but they do the packaging that's like... very...
Incredible.
Yeah. And one Florissist, one of their products that I use, the face palette, is a product I use all the time. If we go to events, I'll use the contour and the highlight because it looks like skin. So when they approached me, I was like, do you want to do a sponsorship? I was like, yeah, because I love your products. I love Korean beauty. I love Chinese beauty. I love Japanese beauty. Use it all the time. And the video I did the sponsorship with wasn't a focus on their products, but I was using their products throughout it because it was like, what was it? It was about the techniques. The video was about the techniques, but you can use any product to do these techniques. You know what I mean? And somebody said, I wish you had shown these techniques with products you actually use. And I was like, actually use? I was like, I actually use these products. And then I was like, but wait a minute, you don't see me getting ready when I go to events because I don't record it for TikTok. Get ready with me for this. I don't do that, even though I always plan to.
Yeah.
But I have a room full of beauty products. There's no way everyone's going to see every product I use.
Everything you use.
So you also then have to put context to when you use these products because then everyone thinks you don't. So it's a really like a... How can you be like... The amount of products we use isn't normal, right? So we can't be like, yeah, I use 10 different contour palettes. I use 20 different toners throughout the week because that's completely abnormal and no one's going to believe it. Not that you do use 20 toners, you know what I mean? So it's like how do you convey that, yeah, I do use these products, but you probably haven't seen me using it, but I actually do really like it. You know what I mean? It's a difficult one because you can say you use them and you can hold them up in the video and not mention it, but people aren't going to realize that you use it. Like, this is the first time I think I've ever spoken about toothpaste. Yeah, exactly. But no one knows a toothpaste. No one knows the body creams I use. No one knows a shampoo I use. Do you know what I mean?
Nivea.
Nivea in the blue tub.
Yeah.
But if somebody was like, but if one of my favorite brands are like, do you want to do a sponsorship? I'm like, oh yeah, I love your foot cream, you know what I mean? But I've never spoken about foot cream. I'll do it because it's a product. But you know what I mean? It's a confusing one.
I was thinking this the other day because there's a ton of products I use daily which feels so mundane to me that when a brand reaches out, it's like, oh, I actually use your product on like a daily basis. Yeah. Like I just don't think anything about it because it's so commonplace in my you know, like the other day I discovered there was a house down the road that I've not ever noticed. Because I just don't look at it. Then all of a sudden this house appeared from nowhere. But
how
it's
do you know
always
it's
been
real?
there.
How do you know that's not aliens?
We don't know. It could be
Government
Manjovis effect. What's it called? The Manjovis effect.
Mandela effect.
Mandela effect. You never know.
That's the Manjovis effect.
That's the Manjovis effect. All your products are Manjovis. I don't know. I just feel like, I think influencers doing long form content again would add that level of trust potentially back, but then it would just spiral around again to like when influencers weren't disclosing their affiliate links and everyone found out, you know, it would just be a thing. Why don't we make a video platform? Yes,
we'll call it Manjano effect.
Manjovis effect.
Manjovis effect. That's what we'll call it.
That would be really good. I like that a lot. Listen, shall we end it there? Because this crackling's doing my head in.
Let's do it, guys. Happy 2025. Thank you for joining us.
We'll see you soon.
Oh, yeah. No, we'll see you. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Let us know what you've been loving in the comments as well. We're always looking for new things to buy.
For sure. For sure. And then we'll never talk about them in a year's time. You'll see us saying, I use this all the time.
Doing a sponsorship with them, yeah.
Yeah. All right,
well,
listen.
Honeys. Bye.
Well, listen. Bye.
Listen. Bye.